UFC 314 is in the books. It was a fucking excellent card. I did very good on picks. I was 11-1. Only pick I got wrong was Dominic Reyes. Probably a dumb pick in hindsight. It's a waste of time. Main event, Volkanovski gets it fucking done. Currently on cloud 9. It's a fucking great day in the world. Volkanovski gets it done. He breaks the 35 curse. The first round looked very fucking excellent. Completely dominated him. He rocked him. Took him down to the end of round 1. Round 2 is still dominating him. Gets knocked down with about 6 seconds left. People were saying that Diego should have won that round. I disagree. And then round 3 was also Volkanovski. Wasn't the most eventful round. Still did his thing. Round 4 was a little fucking scary. Volkanovski, dude, he is still not improved on the way when he backs out of exchanges and he keeps his chin fucking facing the sky. And it was so nerve-wracking. I'm going to post my reaction video after this. I was fucking screaming at the TV because he just would continuously fucking back up in these dangerous exchanges. And, bro, I was fucking also yelling at him to shoot takedowns, in round 3 and round 4 and round 5. Because he would just willingly engage in these pocket brawls with Diego Lopez. He was winning them for the most part. But, I mean, at the end of round 2, I was like, all right, bro, fuck that. Don't engage anymore because he got dropped. And then round 4 gets cracked quite a few times. He got poked in the eye. He said he couldn't see. Then after that, like, you got to fucking shoot takedowns. But I'm not even going to criticize him because he got it fucking done. He won he won every single round, probably except round 4. If you want to give him round 2, I disagree completely. But, I mean, I can kind of understand why you would say that. Just looked fucking excellent, outstruck him in every single round. Diego Lopez has no reason to hang his head. He fought very fucking excellent. I still think power punchers would put him the fuck out. I think Topuria, I've kept this stance for a while. Topuria would knock him the fuck out because he just willingly blitzes and just keeps his chin just like right there. And he throws the same combinations when he's inside, and it's always really dangerous. But against a guy like Volkanovski, you can get away with that because he's not going to put you out with one shot. Even though, dude, Volkanovski cracked him quite a few times. And it was very cool to see because Volkanovski does not have power in his hands. But, dude, he kept throwing that. He would duck down and throw that overhand right. That was landing a lot. He was jabbing him up, too, which was weird to see because he has a reach disadvantage. Dude, excellent fucking fight. Dude, Volkanovski's the man. He breaks the curse. Chandler Pimblett. Michael Chandler just did not have any success in this fight whatsoever outside of the fact when he picked him up and kind of dunked him once or twice. Michael Chandler seems to regress from fight to fight, and it's really weird because we're all saying that he needs to be more patient, he needs to be more smart, he's got to stop being so reckless. It almost seems like that's what got him there. And I actually said this when I was watching this fight. I feel like I have this idea of who Michael Chandler is as a fighter in my head. This dangerous fucking dude who's super crazy, he'll slam you, he's super strong. But in reality, bro, he's just not that great. He's just not good. Paddy Pimblett is a fucking man. He outstruck him all 3 rounds, took him down a couple times, threatened submissions for the whole time, finished him on the ground, cut him bad with a big knee. Paddy Pimblett is the fucking man. He deserves the top 7 rank. I think he beats a lot of the dudes in the top of that division. I don't think he's ready to be champion yet, but this is a very good litmus test that they gave him. Shout out to Paddy Pimblett. Yair Rodriguez, Patricio Pitbull, not the most eventful fight. It was pretty cool, though. Yair was kind of just picking him apart with his crazy kicks. Pitbull didn't have many moments of success except like a fucking big right hand in round 3, and I think he had like another right hand in round 2, but it wasn't the greatest. Yair gets his first win in 2 years. He called out for a title shot. Go fuck yourself. You're not fighting for the belt again. Yeah, I mean, this was not too much to say. He looked pretty good. Bryce Mitchell, Gene Silva. I picked Gene Silva by round 2 KO. Never in a fucking million years did I think that he would submit Bryce Mitchell in the fucking second round. That was bizarre. Absolutely dominated him from pillar to post from the first second of the fight to the very end. Was just picking him apart on the feet. Bryce Mitchell is just not good. I said he was going to get picked apart on the feet because he has bad striking defense. That's exactly what happened. Gene Silva jumped for guillotine, had it really tight, and then he had another guillotine that was really tight, but it eventually got out. Then they were against the cage. Gene Silva pulls a Darce choke and then fucking finishes him and chokes him out cold. It was fucking insane. Gene Silva is absolutely that dude. It seemed like the crowd wasn't fucking with him as much as I thought they would. I guess because just, I don't know, maybe he's not American, I don't know, but it seemed like the American fans were really getting behind Bryce Mitchell. In February when Gene Silva, when he put out Melsik Bagdasarian, everyone was fucking on cloud 9, loving this dude. I don't know, he's doing a little bit extra with the fucking barking and shit, hanging on the edge of the cage. I don't know, that's a little weird, but you did your thing. Amazing fight. Gene Silva is probably going to be a future champion, 100%. Nikita Krylov, Dominic Reyes. Dude, how can you not be happy for Dominic Reyes? He got it fucking done. He finishes him in in the exact same scenario that Conor McGregor finishes Jose Aldo. A fucking counter left hand, puts him out cold. He finishes him up with 2 hammer fists. Dude, great turnaround for Dominic Reyes. He got knocked out 3 fights in a row, and now his last 3 fights have been KO wins. So, very fucking glad for him, dude. He's in the top 8 now, or top 7 or top 8 in the division. I mean, bro, he's 1 or 2 fights away from the title. It's fucking crazy. He went from being robbed by John Jones, getting knocked the fuck out 3 different times in very brutal fashion, having blood clots in his leg. Now he's on a crazy win streak, and yeah, kind of sad to see Nikita Krylov lose, but I mean, I would much rather see Dominic Reyes win in the fashion that he did rather than seeing Nikita Krylov win. He'll be back. I mean, he hasn't been fighting in 2 years, so I think. I mean, I guess now he's going to take a while off because he was basically knocked out cold. But I don't know. I think he's got to take some time off. He's still kind of young. I think he's only 32. Or 30, no, he's 33. So he's still got some time. He's still young in this division. And, you never know. With this division, if you just go on 2 or 3 fight win streak, you can be at the top, which we've seen with Dominic Reyes. So I'm very happy for him, and I hope that he continues to go on this win streak. Dan Ige versus Sean Woodson, the headliner of the prelims. Very good fight. I thought Dan Ige won all the rounds, as well as the judges did, too. I heard the commentators saying Sean Woodson's up 2-0. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And the tweets that come up on the screen, like, oh, Woodson's up 2-0. I don't know what you were seeing. Dan Ige was looking for the power shot the whole time, but he wasn't really able to land. But he would kind of stay on the inside, and he would connect pretty effortlessly, which, in my opinion, won him the first 2 rounds. He then cracks him with a big overhand right. Was it a left? It was an overhand right. Cracks him pretty bad. He goes in for the finish. Sean Woodson's on a double leg, right? And then he starts to get hammer fisted. He gets hit with like 4 hammer fists. Very weird stoppage. I'm going to be honest. It was a very odd stoppage. But, I mean, I thought the KO was coming eventually. I think he was going to get there eventually. Still, pretty fucking bad stoppage. That was one of the worst in the past couple years. But, I mean, that's good experience for Sean Woodson. I'd like to see Danny get back in the win column, too. He hasn't won since UFC 296 in December of 23 by KO. So, 50 KO, he's back, getting another finish. Yan Xiaonan, Virna Jandiroba. Not too much to say about this. Virna Jandiroba just completely dominated Yan Xiaonan in the grappling and looked fucking excellent. She's now going to be the number 1 contender in the division. That probably means that we're going to see her versus Zhang Weili, which is kind of annoying because we want to see Zhang Weili versus Valentina Shevchenko. But, I mean, it is what it is, so what are you going to do? I mean, Shevchenko also has to win her fight on UFC 315 as well in order for us to talk about that. But, yeah, so we're probably going to see Virna Jandiroba and versus Zhang Weili. And Zhang Weili's inactive as fuck. She fought recently, so that means she's not going to fight until fucking next March or some shit. But, yeah, Chase Hooper, Jim Miller. Pretty entertaining fight. Jim Miller was getting the better of him on the feet, and he looked kind of good in round 1. Maybe won round 1. I don't know. It's kind of close. And Chase Hooper was kind of just doing his thing in the grappling. He was threatening the rear naked choke. He was threatening the triangle, and he had him in an armbar a couple times. Chase Hooper didn't get the finish, but he still looked pretty good. Jim Miller, he's always a tough out, so it's no shame that you didn't finish him. So I still think that he's got a couple more fights before he's ranked, but he still is one of the best grapplers in this division, especially he's probably the best grappler in that division that's unranked. Darren Elkins versus Julian Erosa. Yeah, bro, Julian Erosa just fucking like Darren Elkins got hit with an up kick. And after that, he just couldn't stand up for 4 minutes. His whole equilibrium was fucked up for minutes on end. He was looking like had ever fought before. He was just throwing random jabs and throwing him off balance and just falling down. He almost looked like how Gaethje used to be back in the day when he would just throw shots and completely go off balance because his equilibrium was so fucked up. Yeah, shout out to Julian Erosa. I mean, I don't know, it was not the most entertaining fight, but it was a cool finish. Mikhail Oseichek versus Cedriques Dumas. Mikhail Oseichek is now a fighting nerd. I didn't know that. I guess he's now a part of their gym in Brazil. Cedriques Dumas is not good on the feet. I said he was going to get picked apart and lose by decision. I think I also said possible KO. Cedriques Dumas is just not that good. He's going to get outboxed by anybody you put in front of him. He was getting outboxed by Dennis Tululin, who's just terrible. Not too much to talk about that. Mikhail Oseichek, good to see him back in the win column as well after his last 2 fights. Mitroposo Sumudarji, pretty fucking boring fight. Nothing really happened. I mean, I don't know. Was not the greatest. What are you going to do? Tresean Gore, Marco Tulio. Marco Tulio is that fucking dude. I picked him by KO. He finished him pretty badly. He almost finished him in round 1, I believe. I'm pretty sure he cracked him pretty bad, dropped him, but he didn't finish it in round 2, then he eventually got the finish. So, shout out to Marco Tulio. He's got fucking big power in his hands, and he's on a 2 KO streak, so good future for him.